Hey, what's going on, guys? Big K back again for another video. And in this video, I wanted to share my top 3 worst angry customer experiences I've had while working in retail. So we're going to start it off at number 3. And this was back when I was working at Home Depot. It was a normal day, everything's going smooth. This gentleman walked up to me and wanted to, he was looking at trimmers, so I was helping him out. I loved explaining products to customers. It was just super fun. I was like, oh yeah, like this one's the cheaper version. It has like a 2-year warranty. If we go over here, this one's, you know, the high-end, like contractor grade trimmer that you would want. This one's 2-cycle, this one's 4-cycle. I just loved explaining features to customers and doing all that good stuff. And it was just really fun, just learning products. I mean, that's what we did at Home Depot. We just learned what we had. We learned all the features, all the products and everything like that. And it was super fun. So I'm helping this gentleman out, and this lady walks in with like a gas can in her hand, like full of gas. I don't know what's going on. I notice her like in the corner of my eye. I'm like, hey, how you doing, ma'am? I'll be right with you after this guy. And she's just like, she doesn't say anything. She just stands there like about probably like 15 feet away from us. She's just like leaning on the shelf, right? So I just continue helping this gentleman out because, in my life, first come, first serve, that's how I think of it. So I'm already helping this guy out, and I acknowledge that the customer was there. So I should do something, right? So I'm just continuing helping this guy out, explaining features, trying to get him the right trimmer that's perfect for his need. And this lady just becomes super impatient. Just like, hello, I need help. I'm like, yeah, I'll be right with you. I'm just helping this guy out really quick. Continue helping this gentleman with this trimmer, and she is super impatient right now. She's basically yelling at this point. She's like, what's going on? You're not helping me. This is bullshit. I'm like at that point, I don't even know what to say. I'm trying to get to you, lady, but I'm helping this guy out first. I'll be with you as soon as I can. And she just ends up going to customer service, and she's like, I want to talk to a manager right now. Probably in about 2 minutes, I sold a trimmer, and the guy was on his way. So I kind of like slowly walk over to the lady, and she's just like points at me, and she's like, yeah, this guy right here, he refused to help. I asked for help, and he wouldn't help me. And I'm just like, whoa, man, what's going on here, man? I was helping another customer, and yeah, really, I don't know what happened after that. I kind of just like walked away and just went into the greenhouse because I worked in the lawn and garden section, and it's like, yeah, I'm just gonna go over here. And I didn't get in trouble for it or anything. I don't know. The people at customer service were looking at her like the entire time, and they knew I didn't do anything wrong. She was just like, crazy or whatever. And I don't even know why she had a gas can with gas in her hand. I don't even know. Maybe she had problems with the lawnmower or something like that. But I didn't find that. I just walked away. But that was really weird, and she was just super impatient and rude, And now we're gonna go to number 2. And this was when I was working at Sears, right? So this guy comes in, I worked in the hardware department, the home improvement department, whichever word you want to use to describe it. And he comes in with a reciprocating saw in his hand. Pop it on the screen right here, so you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm behind the register, and I see him walking in. I already know what's gonna happen, So he comes up, he brings it in. He's like, he slaps it down on the desk, like on the counter, and he's like, this thing's a piece of garbage. I want a new one. I'm like, okay, cool. You have a receipt with you, sir? And he's like, yeah, I don't need a receipt. It's Craftsman. It's a lifetime warranty. I just want a new one. Anything that has a motor or anything that's like electrical like that is not lifetime warranty for Craftsman. Usually only hand tools, sockets, stuff like that, ratchets are lifetime warranties without receipts for Craftsman. So he gets really upset. And, he's like, this is bullshit. Your product sucks, and I just want a new one. I'm like, I'm sorry, sir. There's nothing we could do for you. And, he's just really upset. He's like, wow, I'm never shopping at this place again. No wonder you guys are going out of business and everything like that. I mean, I'm like, yeah, I know we're going out of business. Like, in my mind, I'm like, we're going out of business. Yeah, but I mean, you shouldn't be upset that hardcore because, you don't understand how the warranty works. I'm sorry, dude. He ends up picking his reciprocating saw up, walks about halfway between the register and the exit, tosses his reciprocating saw just straight in the aisle. Like, it was an open area where lawnmowers were, and he just tossed it right in the middle there. And it like bounced off a lawnmower, and he just walks out. He's like, this place. I'm just like, okay. I'm just staring. I'm like, whoa, what just happened, man? Did that just happen? Did that just happen? So I pick up the reciprocating saw and I call a manager. I'm like, yeah, this guy just got really mad and just threw this saw in our store and left. And they're like, yeah, just leave it there in case he comes back. I'm like, okay. But yeah, honestly, dude, I don't even know. Like, like, I'm sorry, like, if you had a receipt, there's a 1-year warranty on it, So if you had a receipt and it was within the 1-year warranty, I'll give you a new one all day, But, there's not a lifetime warranty on that, without a receipt or anything. So, that's just how it is. And now we're going to take it up a notch to number 1. So this was also when I was working at Sears. So basically, it was me and this cashier lady. And now this cashier lady, she was pretty cool and everything. She was usually in soft lines. And she also worked in jewelry as well. But sometimes she would come to hardware and work, in hardware, do cashier in hardware. And doing stuff in hardware is a little different than soft lines, which is clothes. We have more stuff that we do, like the warranties and all that stuff. And we're not the customer service department in the hardware department, but like we're the first register where most of our customers come into. Like there's 2 doors there, and then it goes to the mall. And not a lot of people come in from the mall. They come in from the doors, from the front of the store. This guy comes in wanting to make a payment on his layaway. I'm just kind of like hanging out in the back there, and the cashier lady took it. And, the guy's like, yeah, I just want to make a payment on my layaway today. And the cashier's like, yeah, do you have your receipt with you so I can look it up for you? And he's like, no, I don't. And he's like, well, they usually just look it up by my phone number. And, the cashier's like, no, we can't do that. That's not how we do it. And, this guy's like big, man. He's pretty massive, And, he walks out to his car again and gets the receipt and everything. And I'm just kind of standing there in the background like, yeah, we can look it up by the phone number, just thinking in my head, but it's all good, whatever. He's just gonna go get his receipt. It's a lot easier anyways. You just scan it and you bring it right up. So he comes back in and he's like really pissed off once he comes back in. Like the cashier's like, just tell him like, yeah, I don't work down here much. I usually don't do layaway payments, and yeah, I'm sorry for the inconvenience. We could have looked it up and everything. I'm sorry. And he gets super pissed off, man. Now he's just saying shit to the cashier, and she's a lady, and he, he's just one of those customers who freaks out. Like, why do you even work here if you don't know what you're doing? Like, you clearly have no idea what you're doing. You should get someone to teach you how to do stuff. At that point, I'm like, okay, dude, you're crossing the line. I kind of just like step in and I take over and I process the layaway payment. Because, I'm, massively tall, so, don't f*** with me, dude. Like, leave her out of this, Because, that's usually how retail places are. They really don't care about their associates. They just do arm and a leg for, the customers, no matter what they say or do. I'm completely different. I'll stick up for my associates no matter what, even if I'm just a simple employee, I got my people's back, so I'm not gonna let this guy, talk shit to her like that, And I'm just telling the guy like, hey man, it was an honest mistake. She doesn't work down here much, and just relax, dude. I'm gonna do the payment for you and everything, so just relax and we're gonna get it done and everything. And at that point, he's pissed off. All right, he's like, don't tell me to relax. I'm just like, we're doing the payment now. Just chill. We'll get it done in 2 minutes and everything. And he's just still super pissed off. So he just walks away. He's like, yeah, I ain't making a payment here. So he goes to the other department, which is appliances, or, he goes to appliances and is talking to them to make a payment there, and calls the manager over and says, yeah, there was this really rude guy telling me to chill out. And then, the lady cashier had no idea what she's doing. And what are you guys doing? You're not training your associates? And of course I get called in the back, and the manager's like, yeah, you never tell a customer to relax. Okay. And I'm like, I mean, the way I'm raised, that doesn't seem offensive to me at all. Like, I said it in a clearly calm tone, I was like, hey, just relax, man. We're getting it done for you. We'll be done in 2 minutes. And my manager's just like, yeah, you can't do that. Don't ever do that again. And I'm like, whoa, dude, like, what is there like rules that we can't use those words or something? And he's like, no, you just can't use them words, It's like, oh, okay then, yeah. I didn't even care, dude. You know, whatever, dude. If the guy's gonna be a terrible customer like that, you know, I tried to handle the situation in a calm, clear manner, and I just, you know, was like, "Hey, relax, man. We're gonna get it done for you." And he just continued to freak out. So, you know, not a big deal in my book. Apparently, to the managers, it is. You know, I tried to handle the situation in a good manner, and you know, the customer just was irate and just wouldn't stop, you know, being rude. So that's probably the worst customer experience I've had working in retail right there. The guy was just out of control, man. I tried to handle it in a good situation while also backing up my fellow associate that I have here. You know, that's basically how it turned out. You know, that's really it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and peace out.